That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, we got Maya back. Hi, Maya. I'm glad your clothing actually fits you. This is much less awkward than with Mia. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Oh, is that all? Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Okay, that's an extraordinarily weird system, but okay, sure, why not? I suppose at the very least it makes cases never go unsolved, even if that... No! I think I'd rather have a case go unsolved than have someone unfairly thrown in jail. Huh. Well, whatever. I'm not going to question their justice system. I'm just going to try and make sure that, everyone I defend is always proven innocent. As long as they actually are. If I ever have to, try and defend someone who's guilty, I don't think Wright would do that. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Don't tell me how to feel, lawyer. Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. You could stop looking so vulnerable, too. Hey, whoop! Only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yeah. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha ha ha! I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. There's a man who's gonna get thrown in jail, bro. I might have been able to rip a few things apart, but he's still the prime suspect regardless. I gotta prove otherwise now. Now what about this Vasquez de Vasquios? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. Although she speaks in a heavy Russian accent that I cannot properly convey. And she also is kind of a complete and eccentric weirdo who refuses to talk to people unless you go and get their stupid scripts. Sorry, a little annoyed about that. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we have had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. You've heard rumors about Vasquez? Lady type? Interesting. What about this Manella fellow? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Yeah, he looks like it. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella, and not just because they eat undercooked eggs. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that nonsense. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Oh! Internal monologue fat joke slam! Ha! I'm never gonna stop pointing those out. They're always so impressive. Sorry, I might have been a little muffled there for a second. I have a blanket! I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Well, clearly he didn't fall off the face of the earth, Maya. He got murdered. If he wasn't on Earth, I think he'd be okay. Because then he wouldn't have gotten murdered. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. Hey, what? Hang on. 20? You're 23? Dude, you look like you're in your Okay, well, how old's this guy? 37. Dude, okay. Wow. You've aged terribly. Just throwing that out there. Wow. You look 20 years older than you are. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. Oh, was that a beach movie? I hate those. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Huh. Okay. Well, at least I have some stuff to start asking other people about. It's not much, but it'll get me some. Oh, great, she's still here. Fantastic. Just amazing. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think your guard's down. Yeah, I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive. It's funny because she could very possibly be dead. We wouldn't be able to tell. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Is it really okay for the studio to be, yeah, I'm sorry, security guard, but you can't tell investigative reporters or anything of that nature to the lawyers trying to solve a murder case or anything. We don't want it that bad for our image. I don't know. I feel like a studio executive wouldn't be able to make that sort of call unless the law system is really truly that messed up that you can pretty much just say, yeah, no, we don't have to say anything, and then they don't have to. That's really messed up. All right, what about Manila? Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Well, he's also soft due to being fat. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Oh, well, that's disgusting. Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. Yeah, you see, a lot of people are extraordinarily creepy. We're an incredibly flawed and screwed up little species. And the individual issues that plague every one of us, yeah, that's stuff you never want to get into. Talk about Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. Arg! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Or whatever, I'm old. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forgive this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing, and yet he did. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? I don't know, that's why I'm here. Yeesh. He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. All right, well, as usual, you've been a never-ending barrel of wonderful companionship and useful information, but if you don't mind me, I've got to go check out other people who might be more useful. Okay. Do not know why they have to keep telling me the date. It's always October 19th. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time. They're still in the middle of a whole murder thing. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Yup. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. No touching! It's the Gumshoe! He's returned. And he has an itchy head. Might want to get some of that dandruff shampoo. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. And at 17, that's exceptionally impressive. Then again, I guess she does eat a lot of but a lot of beef. That can't be too good for you. Haha. I guess I can be a little dramatic. Is that just dramatic? That's not how you spell dramatic. Dramatique at times? I don't know. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Okay, yeah, that's clearly not a word. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Well, spill the beans, you colossal man with an awesome trench coat. What be the biz? So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take that plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. Yeah, that's right. His name is Bill, an exceptional science guy, let me tell you. He knows all about the things. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Do the thing! Now, everything in due time, pal. Do the thing! Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. Ah, well, there we go, conclusive evidence. So there were sleeping pills on the plate. Looks like it. Well, there we go. That pretty much solidifies my entire last day of defense attorneying. It appears I have actually, some basis here. But I still need to figure out the why. Why, though? How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. Yeah, it really does seem like he's not the guy anymore. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Well, why is that? How's Edgeworth doing, anyway? Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room, and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. He'll cut you. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. Sweet! So he did drug Powers! So that means, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right! Bless the gods of wondrous hairstyles. Alright, I guess that's all we can get out of you. You have actually been significantly useful. And in fact, out of the many weird, eccentric people I've run across in, my short time as an attorney, you've genuinely proven to be the most reliable. So that's pretty cool. Anyone in the dressing room? Ah, it's Lady Type. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess Whoop won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But Whoop's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. Say what? No! Okay, well, what? They're canceling the show. Oh, well, of course they're canceling the show. There's been a whole murder fiasco. Not to mention their, main antagonist's actor died. That's gonna be a lot of problems. I'll talk about that later. It's not as important. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. Were you not paying attention, lass? He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. I'm sorry, huh? The music got significantly more dramatic. Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. Unless they were eating food, apparently. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? Most interesting. I'm far more interested in where this is going. An accident 5 years ago? Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry, I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. Oh, well. Then why'd you bring it up, then? Fine, now I gotta talk about something stupid that I don't care about. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know, it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. I don't know. It's sad, but that's why Global Studios decided. Or whatever, studio policy. What's all that about? Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. The album thingy? Ah! Okay, why did I yell? I was not expecting that. How? And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone, seeing as how you are a toddler. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding? Tell me about this accident 5 years ago? Okay, well, thank you. Wow, okay, so apparently the pointless conversation led to something actually useful. I guess I really need to stop thinking everything is pointless now, don't I? Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? Wow, that's such a rare occurrence in this universe. It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up, and that's the dirt she had on Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do? But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. So, Vasquez oh my god. Okay, well, I know what happened now. Okay, well, if what she's saying is true, then Vasquez was blackmailing and extorting Hammer into not being a successful actor anymore and paying him incredibly minimum wage for the work he was getting. If that's the case, then Hammer probably absolutely despised her, stole the Steel Samurai costume, and then went over to Studio 2 to murder Vasquez, frame it on Will Powers, and somehow, I guess he lost the encounter with her and died in the process. And then, I guess, to save face, Vasquez just sort of... Well, Manila probably helped. He was there too. Which means, so they probably just took his body and dumped it into Studio 1 and was like, yo, check it out. He totally died. Will did it. So there we go. We've got all the information we need. Well, then again, we don't have any information to prove it in court, but whatever. Anyway, something about Old Bag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Well, of course she'll talk. She's a windbag. We've established this prior, Phoenix. Good lord, man. All right, back to the studio main gate to talk to old lady type. Dun-dun-dun. What, you're still thinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Do I get the donuts if I do? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth. Oh, that's disgusting. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Oh, good lordy, the old lady's got rabies. Tell me about 5 years ago, you decrepit old fool. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nicholas! Nichols? Nicholas, Nick. Penny Nicholas. The assistant we had talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Yes? Sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Okay, I'm assuming it's the steak plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. Murph? Ha! I bet Powers put it there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in. The friggin' sleeping pill bottle covered in his fingerprint prints. The fingerprint prints, man! This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. Wow, the music just got very somber. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia! She silenced that oh my god. She done murdered the paparazzo. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Oh, hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh! Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence, and that's why it's bent! Ha! That did have a point. Oh, I guess I just made a pun. Sorry. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo. Well, all right. So we have evidence to show that this event took place. Fan-friggin-tastic. Okay, well, hang on. Let's take a looky-loo around Studio 2 ourselves. Seems like that's the place to be. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the Moida. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? To murder Vasquez! I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? Huh. Well, I feel like bringing up these accusations might not lead too well, considering this woman is apparently connected to the Mafia. This isn't going to end well for me, but I gotta do it for truth and justice and whatnot. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Oh, is she gonna be a big old pile of stupid again? Oh, Maya. Hiya! You should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. What are you on? Where are you, on some sort of drug? What are you smoking? That's all she had to say, apparently. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, seeing as how she wouldn't talk to me before, she's going to be a complete stuck-up pile of poo-poo yet again. So how about I just shove this photo of her looking at a dead body right in her face? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Wow, I really don't think that's a good idea. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Okay, I kind of assumed that's what she was gonna do. What with her telling me that's what we were going to do. I feel like this is, locking us in a room with a potential murderer. I mean, granted, it would have been self-defense, but, you know, ties to the mafiosa with the killing of the paparazzo and whatnot. I realize I'm mispronouncing a lot of words, but I'm doing it mostly intentionally. I'm sprinkling it in with my actual pronunciations to make it look like it's always intentional, so that I don't look like an idiot. Too late, I know, but I'm trying. Humph, you came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. Ugh. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from a rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour on its own accord. But, you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if I wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Then why are you sweating profusely? Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Humph. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years on a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. The security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few Did I suddenly make her Irish? Bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys, whoa, hello. Oh! Oh, we gonna get hurt. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Oh God, should I not have come in here? Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Ah, crap, did I find a bad ending? Gumshoe! I heard everything, pal! D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Humph, not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Did Detective Gumshoe just straight up save my life? He saved Phoenix and Maya from dying. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Gumshoe's a straight up dude. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Indeed. I was gonna make a silly joke. I was gonna say, and what a bottom it is. But I honestly think she's kind of ugly. Well, alright then. So now we literally know everything there is to know. If I can't find a way to make this all get pinned on Vasquez for doing whatever it is she did, then Will's gonna end up in jail. But as is, I think I have a very strong case. Stronger case than I honestly thought I would have ended up with by this point. So that's pretty sweet. In the next part, we head off to court and hopefully free Will. Free Will. Ha! I see what I did there and I didn't even mean to do it. Whatever. Hope you guys had a fantastic time and I'll see you all then.